everyone! Welcome back to Knowledge is Power! I am Eng Suchi and this is CHERYLENE. How are you guys today? I hope you guys are ready for some new knowledge today.
Thank you, Suji. Hi, everybody. My name is CHERYLENE. Now let us begin our topic today.
So, today we'll be sharing about a case study on the water quality of a famous river in Malaysia, which is Langat River, Selangor. I, Suchi, will be starting off with a little background study of Langat River. Langat River is a 78 km long river with catchment of 2,350 km square. It originates from Titiwangsa range of Gunung Nuang. It drains westward to the Straits of Malacca. The main tributaries are Sungai Semenyih and Sungai Labu. Langat River is the main source of water supply in the whole Selangor state. It plays a very major role in assimilation and carrying off municipal and industrial wastewater, runoff of agricultural land, and other pollutant discharge. It is also one of the most important resources for drinking water, recreation, industry, fishery, and agriculture. In 2006, Langat River was once announced as a polluted river by the Department of Environment (DOE). The contamination was due to the industrialization which took place rapidly along Langat River. Warehouses, factories, and homes built along Langat River. In 2017, a study was conducted again on the quality of water in Langat River. The sources of pollution were from industrial discharge, domestic sewage from treatment plant, construction projects, and pig farming. So, why do we choose this study? As we all know, river water is essential for residential use, industries, irrigation, and numerous other activities. Therefore, determination on the quality of water based on physical and chemical parameters should be conducted, including conductivity, ammoniacal nitrogen, COD, BOD, DO, TSS, TDS, and pH to determine the heavy metals concentration in the water. Thank you very much. I'll now pass this sharing to CHERYLENE.
Thank you, Suchi. Now, let me talk about the discussion of the case study and the findings. The authors of the case study, entitled A Study on Water Quality from Langat River, Selangor, have carried out a study to determine the quality of water status of the Langat River in Selangor. Several parameters have been set by these authors to help identify and determine the quality of water through laboratory analysis. There are several parameters that were set, such as the pH of the water, temperature of the water, total suspended soil, dissolved oxygen, the biochemical oxygen demand, the total dissolved soil oxygen, and heavy metals. These parameters have been analyzed through the conducting of HACH and APHA methods. These laboratory analyses are being conducted on 10 samples around the area of Langat River. The authors also have stated their findings in such that they have determined to classify Langat River to be in Class 3 based on the Water Quality Index, where it stated extensive treatment required. The authors suggested that the causes of these situations may be due to human activities, such as construction, mining, domestic waste disposal, and factoring. However, along with these causes, there is a possibility of improper agricultural activities nearby by local farmers or inefficient management of the sewage treatment plant. Besides that, the location could be a factor where the Langat River is located near heavy metal involving industrial and construction activities. Next, As for the laboratory experiments, a few experiments have been conducted to identify and determine the two water samples from Sungai Gambang and Tasik Gambang, to which one is more highly polluted and could be toxic to animals, aquatic organisms, and mankind. There were 7 experiments conducted, which is the biochemical oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, total suspended solids, the pH measurement, total nitrogen analysis, ammoniacal nitrogen analysis, and the phosphorus analysis. Based on these results obtained from the laboratory experiments, it was clear that both the water samples taken from Sungai Gambang and Tasik Gambang are highly polluted. These parameters were able to determine which water samples was more polluted, and that the water sample from Sungai Gambang was identified to be contaminated and polluted compared to the water samples from Tasik Gambang. There are differences in terms of sampling location, as there were 10 sampling locations all within the Langat River for the case study, and there were 2 sampling locations both in 2 different areas such as the Sungai Gambang and the other, which is Tasik Gambang. Based on these comparisons, both of these have been able to conclude that most water bodies are mostly polluted and contaminated chemically due to irresponsible human activities such as the industrial factory waste disposal, improper management of sewage treatment plants, the mining activities and domestic waste disposal, as well as inefficient agricultural activities. Next, I would like to discuss about the conventional method that has been used in this case study. Firstly, the study area and water sampling. The study area are divided to 10 sampling areas. The water samples are collected. In situ measurements are done for the temperature, dissolved oxygen, electrical conductivity, the total dissolved solids, the pH of the water samples. Next, the laboratory analyses are done for the heavy metals, biochemical oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, the total suspended solid, and ammoniacal nitrogen. These results have been collected and the comparisons are done in order to identify the classification in the water quality index.
Thank you, Sherilyn. I'll now continue with the bioremediation method proposed, which is Fermi Technology. Fermi Technology is an area of research that explores values and uses various epithets of worms to solve problems in ecology and in the environment. Aerobic stabilization of non-hemophilic and biooxidation processes of organic waste decomposition relies on the earthworms for fragmentation, mixing, and microbial activity stimulation. Fermi technology plays very important roles in stabilizing both industrial and home organic waste. It also stabilizes organic farming and wastewater treatment. Next, earthworms play a very important role as a part of ecology too. They are classified as detrivores and geophages. There are over 3,000 species of earthworm in the world. Once the earthworm feeds on the waste, it becomes fragments and increases the surface for microbial colonization. Moreover, is vermicomposting. Vermicomposting improves the water and soil quality by boosting the microbial biomass and activity. The physical-chemical changes in decomposition of organic waste material is carried out by enzymatic digestion and enrichment by nitrogen excretion. 5 to 10% will be consumed. Furthermore, vermifiltration. Vermifiltration treats grey and black water, including kitchen and toilet waste. It is a system composting of a storage tank from which the effluent goes into the second tank where the grey water is directed, and then aeration occurs. The effluent is directed to the irrigation storage tank, treated with chlorine, mixed with rainwater, and pumped through the red beads and constructed wetlands for further treatment. It is safely used for subsurface irrigation. One of the advantages of Fermi technology is that it is a pollution-free process, and it doesn't create odor. It is cost-effective, and it is multifunctional in areas with variety of waste. Lastly, it produces higher value final product. These are the selected references for our sharing session today. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you in the next episode of Knowledge is Power.